Hello, welcome to My Behavior Assistant's video tutorial series. This brief video demonstration will help you become familiar with the student management screen, as well as with adding student profiles into My Behavior Assistant. In a moment, we will be logging into My Behavior Assistant to view and navigate the student management screen. It may be helpful to know that while all user roles can access the student management screen, users will only be able to view the students specifically assigned to them. Additionally, the action icons that appear for each student, while viewable for all users, are also restricted based on user role. Adding students to My Behavior Assistant can be performed by client administrators and coordinators. However, only coordinators have the ability to design a student intervention. While this tutorial only covers adding students, the process of adding students flows directly into designing an intervention for the newly created student. Therefore, the coordinator role is usually best suited for adding students to the system. You should add any schools, coordinators, teachers, and other users that will be assigned to the student's profile prior to adding the student. For more on that process, see our video entitled Creating Users. Okay, now we're ready to log into My Behavior Assistant and have a look. Upon logging in, we're directed to the dashboard, but the main menu options appear at the top of all screens, including the student option, which we'll be accessing now. Now we're on the student management screen. Here we see a list of the students currently assigned to me. You can perform a search for a student by last name or any of the other search parameters. The action icons are located here to the right for each student. You can hover over them to see their function, or refer to the legend down below. We have options to view a student's profile, view or edit an intervention, and enter data into the DBRC entry form, among others. Also found on the student management screen, Create Student, which we will be choosing now. Here we'll enter the new student's information. The student ID field was intended for your state's student identification number, but you're welcome to use any in-house numbering plan you like. I'm going to input another fictional student into my database. For the date of birth, pay attention to the numbering format required, shown here, using a 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and a 4-digit year. I'll complete the student's personal profile by using the drop down to select a gender and a race. Now you have the option to save and exit here, but I don't recommend using it at this stage. If we were to save and exit here, the student would only be visible to the client administrator because we haven't assigned a coordinator or any other users to the student yet. So we'll choose Save and Continue. Now we're on the school profile section, where we'll select either general or special education. If you choose special education, you'll give it an additional drop-down menu that allows you to choose the specific disability. The current school ID number field is an optional field. For current school location, we'll use the drop-down and select from one of the schools we've added to our organization. And we'll choose a grade level. Now when we selected our school, the particular users who have been assigned that school become options. We'll want to select any of the coordinator, managers, teacher, observers, and other users that will play a role in a student's intervention. Check the boxes for the coordinator, manager, and the teachers. So I've got a mentor option available. If I planned on using the check-in, check-out intervention, I'd really need to select 2 mentors. However, we can see I've only assigned 1 mentor role for this particular school. Also, if I had previously assigned a parent or caregiver to be able to use the system to either view progress or otherwise participate in the child's intervention, they would be listed here to select from. At this point, we've completed the student profile, and we can either choose to save and exit, or if we're ready to create this student's intervention, choose Save and Continue to begin that process. For more on that, see our next video entitled Designing a Daily Behavior Report Card. I'm going to choose Save and Exit at this time to briefly show you how to edit an existing student's profile. We're back on the Manage Student screen. Of course, we have the option to create an additional student at this point, but I'm going to search for the student that I just created and choose the icon here, View Profile. That'll give us a chance to edit this student's profile. Now, under the personal profile, none of that information is likely to have changed unless I had made a mistake, in which case I could choose Edit Personal Profile and edit these fields. I'm going to go to the school profile, however, and edit that information. Here we've got the ability to either change the grade level, any number of options here that were on the school profile. I'm going to demonstrate how we would select an additional teacher and maybe remove one. And then hit Save. And we're done. On behalf of all of us at the Institute for Evidence-Based Reform, we would like to thank you for using My Behavior Assistant. Have a great day.